angel fly within my life, beside me in all I do.
Hi everyone, and welcome to your weekly angel reading for June 8th through to the 14th. I'm going to be using the magical messages from the Fairies deck this week because I felt like we could all do with a little bit of a lift, and they're so fun and playful and beautifully loving. So let's see first of all what they have to say for us for Monday and Tuesday. Alright, so here we go for Monday and Tuesday. Oops. Monday and Tuesday's here. Holiday. The answers you're looking for can be found during a vacation, retreat, or holiday getaway. Now I'm laughing because actually I'm going to be taking a holiday in 10 days, and it feels a little bit like a countdown, and so often, I sometimes wonder, these messages for me, and of course they're for me, but I did ask for every single one of us to be given a message. So if you are indeed going on a holiday or planning one, it's a beautiful idea. It's going to bring you lots of inspiration. It's going to give you the break that you need, and you're going to be able to really tap in to what is right for you during that time, because the angels often say, and the fairies of course, as we're talking to the fairies, that when we are in an environment that is different from our usual home, that because we're in a different energy space and we're excited usually and peaceful and relaxed, it's actually often easier for us to receive our next steps because we're out of the way of our usual routine and we're not thinking so much. We're just more in our natural space of peace and joy. So rather than thinking, oh, is it okay for me to go on holiday, or can I afford it, and do I deserve it, and all of that, even if it's just a day away or something that you would consider really fun for you, never ever underestimate the power of that. People often ask me why I travel, and it's simply because I want to do things that I love. I want to be with people that I love, and that really matters to me because I know that it's always a life-changing experience either way to do things that really bring me joy. And it's part of my work, even though I'm not working so much, because I'm therefore able to be more of service to others. So if you are having any doubts or feeling guilty about taking a break, please don't, because this is a beautiful sign for all of us to do so. Okay, so here we go for the middle of the week. This is a beautiful card, one of my favorite cards. It says, Spiritual Teacher, your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. Now that is a very definite message, and of course it speaks to many of us who are watching because we're already perhaps sharing with others in this way. But I want to say that it doesn't mean that you have to, be a formal teacher in that you're just sitting there and teaching about a subject or even healing. Who you are is a teacher. Who you are is a being of light who is here to share with others. And so whatever ways you feel called to do that, whether that be with your children or animals or just sharing with a friend something that you learned, that is equally as valuable, because as we learn, we then share, and as we share, then we're always passing on that beautiful wisdom and knowledge. They're also saying that it continues to be a deep time of learning for many of us, and so the lessons and the experiences that we're going through are our spiritual teachers. Now, sometimes that can be more obvious than others, and we don't always see the blessings in our situations immediately, but they are saying to trust that what we're going through right now is allowing us to be able to go into this next phase of our lives with a deeper sense of wisdom and understanding about why we're here, about what brings us joy, about who to surround ourselves with, just like the fairy is, and what is really going to be important for us in this next phase. It's still Mercury retrograde until Thursday, and usually for a few days afterwards we have a little bit more still of the effect of that. But really, as we go into the weekend or a little bit later, we're going to be able to start to feel the movement forward from what we've been experiencing. So this is still a deep time of learning for us, and sometimes that means just being open to all of the gifts within a situation. One of my favourite things to do in the past 2 weeks has been to really ask myself, what is the gift in this situation? What am I learning? What am I able to see as the blessing in this situation? And then it helps me to be able to move through it, or even what's the gift in me feeling this emotion? And it's easier to breathe and allow ourselves to go with the flow, so to speak, okay? Alright, so here we go for the end of the week. This is really interesting given what we just said. Goodbye to the old, hello to the new. So as we go into the weekend, we are indeed entering a new phase where many of us will feel like we're not quite so in that intensely healing energy. We'll be more able to actually take some action. It says you've finished one part of your life and now a new and even better part is beginning. So that is going to feel like a big relief for us as we go into the weekend. It's really going to start to feel a little bit like we are coming out of hiding that we perhaps have been in the last few weeks. And again, being in that cocoon is very necessary sometimes in order for us to have exactly what we just spoke about, to be really present to the lessons, to the healing, to the opportunities for us to grow. And then we can actually go, yay, I'm ready. Just like this fairy, she's sitting on this flower and she's ready to bloom and blossom. So the messages are pretty literal this week. It doesn't feel like there's too many hidden meanings. Of course, the spiritual teacher card can have different emphasis for some of us. You know, some of us will feel like, oh, it's a sign for me to really be out there teaching. Others of us may feel like it's just our lives really teaching us a lot right now. Either way, you know, we're doing that all the time. It's giving and receiving open. And sometimes just to remember that we teach what we need to learn. So if you're feeling really called to share about a subject, it's usually because as we teach, then we're more open to a different perspective and we're more able to see it objectively. For me, I know I'm really passionate, as I said in my video a few weeks ago, about helping others to really accept themselves, especially the bodies that we all have. And that's because it's my journey, and as I'm learning and as I'm healing, I'm able to share that more with others. But that certainly doesn't mean that I have all of the answers, because actually as I share with you, then I discover my own too. So we're all in it together, aren't we? So I'm sending you much love, everyone. It's a beautiful time to be alive. Be grateful and remember to ask yourself the question, what is the gift in this situation for me this week? And it will feel a lot easier to deal with. Much love to you all. Bye bye for now.